Now, here is a corn lover, and there's nothing more gratifying to a corn lover than to know that her mother has given her delicious Del Monte family-style corn. More people eat it than any other corn like it. This is a special strain developed to be sweet and tender. And when a corn lover is eating Del Monte corn, she probably doesn't need to hear me talking about how good it is, right? Well, then I'm just going to go into the living room and talk about corn to the sofa.
Nothing's too good for Daddy and me. Mom brings Del Monte home.
Purina Puppy Chow helps little puppies grow into big puppies. But then its job is only half done, because even after he looks full grown on the outside, inside his muscles are still forming and his bones are still growing for about a full year. That's why he needs a full year of the extra nutrition in Puppy Chow. Puppy Chow for a full year, till he's full grown.
Decision 88, election update. Here is Tom Brokaw, NBC News.
Good evening. Senator Bob Dole wins a doubleheader tonight in South Dakota and in Minnesota. Let us show you our projections now in those Midwestern states. Dole is our projected winner in South Dakota, and a very impressive showing tonight in Minnesota as well for Senator Bob Dole. And look what else happened in Minnesota. Pat Robertson, our projected runner-up, beating out Vice President George Bush. On the Democratic side, in South Dakota, Missouri Congressman Richard Gephardt, our projected winner over Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis. The vote now in South Dakota. As you can see, more than half of the vote has been counted. A very significant victory tonight for Richard Gephardt. It is his second Midwestern win. He won in Iowa, of course. Michael Dukakis spent a lot of money in South Dakota and was well organized but fell off the pace in the closing hours of the campaign. And Al Gore, who is trying to demonstrate that he's a national candidate, not just a regional candidate, gets only 8% of the vote. On the Republican side, Bob Dole, the winner in South Dakota, and another close race for second place between Robertson and Bush. If Robertson beats Bush here, it will be the third time that he has defeated the sitting vice president in the rural Midwest. So that would not be a good night for Vice President George Bush. We'll have a complete wrap-up on all of this tonight, including interviews with Gephardt and Dukakis at 11:30, 10:30 Central Time. For now, I'm Tom Brokaw, NBC News, New York.
Come on, you guys. The sun's already up. It's going to be a golden day.
Let's eat.
Oh, those golden grahams. Oh, those golden grahams. Crispy, crunchy graham cereal, family breakfast treat. Oh, those golden grahams. Oh, those golden grahams. Golden honey, just a touch with Graham's golden wheat.
It's a great tasting part of a complete breakfast for the whole family.
Try those golden grahams and have a golden day.
After you take away the bread, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, what have you got? Well, with Oscar Mayer bologna, you've got meat, and lots of it. Cuts from the beef brisket, chuck, round, and flank. Cuts of pork side and shoulder, never cereal or filler. Oscar Mayer bologna. The beginning of a beautiful sandwich.
When can I pick up the pictures?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay, let me make a note of that.
You gonna write it down there?
I was going to,
Oh,
yeah.
well, then let's say Tuesday.
You mean 2 days earlier?
No, 5 days later.
5 days later, I thought as much.
If this customer were at a Photomat store, we'd be introducing him to our brand new picture pickup promise. Photomat's way of telling you exactly when your pictures will be ready.
That quick?
Sure, and if it doesn't work out, you get a free roll of film.
Oh, no. You get in trouble for
it's
that.
no problem.
Huh?
It's a Photomat policy.
The Photomat picture pickup promise.
Is there a Photomat store around here?
Saturday, the fun starts when Nancy meets Francie, Sunshine's mom.
Actually, we live a very quiet life here. And what do you call this? Bad timing.
Then there's a fire at the fishes.
The empty house 2 doors down, it's on fire.
Could Victor be a firebug?
These children are under my supervision.
Go fish!
And Starsky and Hutch are set up by the mob. Right after Blansky's Beauties and Fish.
I can't believe this. You know, Gravy Train's really been improved. Look how the guys go for it. It's a big improvement because Gaines just added a natural beef flavor. Improved Gravy Train even looks different. And dogs can taste the difference, wet or dry. Tests show they prefer its new beefy taste over old Gravy Train 3 to 1. It's fully nutritious, too. New Gravy Train, a big improvement in taste. Right, guys?
I missed my big chance last time. Angie, I'm not going to miss it again.
There it is.
That's the Athena 2000 electronic machine by Singer. It's $100 off. Push these buttons. It sews 25 stitches.
Beautiful.
Even measures buttons and makes buttonholes to fit in one step. If you missed your chance last time, the big Singer sale is back.
Hey, Debbie, if you was my mother, what would you think of your son now? Huh?
Oh.
You're the Pepsi generation. Come and have a Pepsi day. Come on, come on, come on and taste the Pepsi way. Come on, come on, come on and have a Pepsi day. Wrap a thirsty smile around it. Raise a Pepsi up and down it. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Have a Pepsi day.
Gestures you make will... Are your teeth really their whitest up close? Is your breath really its freshest up close? They can be with new Close-Up, the toothpaste and mouthwash in one. Clear Red Close-Up has 2 whiteners that get teeth whiter than the toothpaste most people use, and a real mouthwash. So it not only gets your breath Close-Up fresh, it also gets your teeth Close-Up white. Close-Up is for close-ups.
This is Professor Goody speaking to you from a diving bell 400 feet beneath the ocean, where I'm about to prepare some delicious Aunt Jemima frozen waffles just for me, not for that pesky waffle whipper. Waffle, waffle, waffle. I take them from the freezer, pop them into the toaster, and light, crisp, golden brown with Aunt Jemima syrup on them. Aunt Jemima waffles for kids who like a square meal for breakfast. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Waffle, 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 waffle. Wallace, please stop. All right, Wallace, won't you join me? Waffle, 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 waffle.
That's a waffle whipper whipping an Aunt Jemima waffle. They're in your grocer's freezer. Is there a waffle whipper at your house?
Waffle, waffle.
A bunch of kids looking for action. So what's doing out on the street? Is this the way we ought to use our boy power? Think about it. America's manpower begins with boy power. Let's not waste it. Be a volunteer worker with the Boy Scouts.
All over the world, the word for great coffee flavor is Nescafe.
We're the world's favorite brand of instant coffees.
In America, Nescafe's great flavor comes 2 ways.
We're the world's best-selling too.
Nescafe Regular in the red label.
If Nescafe can please the whole wide world.
And now Nescafe Decaffeinated in the green label.
We can sure please you.
Same kind of flavor. Nescafe Regular, Nescafe Decaffeinated. What's your pleasure?
When the family's all together, life's the best that it can be. Life's more fun when you're munching when you're munching Fritos. 'Cause Fritos goes with fun, and fun makes family memories. And old or young, life's more fun when you're munching Fritos. Munching Fritos. Life's more fun when you're munching one, when you're munching one, when you're munching Fritos. Life's more fun when you're munching one, when you're munching Fritos. Brand corn chips.
Don't come near me.
Thursday, John Amos, Ernest Borgnine, and the cop of the future are set up by a girl on the edge. Then a new puppy brings Chrissy and Jack closer together.
Yeah, there's nothing a girl likes more than a little tickle on the tummy.
Three's Company after Future Cop and Barney Miller.
I'll give you $50 for those sneakers. $50. Okay? You can have them. They're terrible. It's to prove a point. Now, you wash in detergent alone, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's wash this sneaker in detergent alone and this one in the same detergent plus Clorox bleach. Now, see any cleaning difference?
The one I wash with my detergent is just dirty. The one washed with Clorox looks so clean.
Clorox Clean. People can see the difference.
Who woke me up?
Oh, sorry, Cuckoo. It's this cold. I'm stuffy and my sinuses. Oh.
Try 4-way long-acting nasal spray, Nose. It relieves stuffy noses and sinuses up to 10 hours to help you breathe easier so you can fall asleep easier.
Hey, that's a blast.
A blast that lasts all night.
Thanks, Cuckoo. Your timing's right on the nose. 4-way long-acting nasal spray. The blast that lasts all night.
It's not too sweet. It's refreshing, crisp, and neat. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet. I repeat, it's not too sweet. Canada Dry cools your thirst. It's a taste that can't be beat.
It's not too sweet. It's a cold, refreshing treat. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's not too sweet.
Regular or diet, it's more refreshing because it's not too sweet.
When entering the world of art, you'd be smart to dress the part. Gentlemen prefer Hanes, with all the ladies draped in crepe. The artist loves the human shape. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. Hanes will make you smooth and silky, shapely, sexy. Wear a pair and you could be captured for posterity. Gentlemen prefer Hanes.
I hereby dub you the Easter Bunny.
Wednesday, a special family presentation narrated by Fred Astaire.
The Easter Bunny is coming to town today.
Let's all have a happy Easter.
The Easter Bunny's coming to town.
We here at the ad agency feel this commercial is provocative, motivating, and really classeroo. Now, what do you think, sir?
Only one shoe? Florsheim makes over 256 different styles. Show them all, big, big. What about the craftsmanship? Even our laces are better.
Have lace shoes?
I apologize. Why don't we show a huge centipede wearing all the Florsheim shoes?
I like that. That could be a musical. Shaboom, shaboom.
Hey, I like that.
I like that.
Everything down.
I come to show you why mannequin flavor plenty enjoyable. I need water. See, water make leaf stretch. Wrap cigar well. Mouth enjoy flavor. Yes? Mannequin flavor special.
Sheer enjoyment.
Nobody can connect you with more of this country than United Airlines. With low-cost vacations from Hawaii to the New York Islands, to the mountains, to the oceans, to the sunshine, and back again. That's why in the friendly skies we say, your land is our land.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me.
Danny, sounds like you've accidentally invented a thermochemical energy source.
A scientific wonder becomes a nightmare.
Someone's walking around with enough explosives to turn the city into a pancake.
A power that could mark the beginning of the end for the $6 million man.
How does your daughter feel about the wash? She couldn't care less.
Mrs. Shep just uses detergent alone. Let's see what happens when she adds Clorox bleach to one of her loads.
Which blouse would you rather wear?
This one. This one's much cleaner than this one. It's a good feeling to wear something clean.
Well, I said you wouldn't care. I mean, it's just so much whiter. It's very obvious. That's the Clorox one. And there is a definite difference. From now on, we'll just have to use Clorox.
Clorox makes the difference.
I see now that she does care.
Look, Linda, I just bought a new seamless support bra that's so beautiful. I have to show you. Oh, better show you this way. It's the Playtex Support Can Be Beautiful bra, and it's seamless. Don't you love these pretty details? And these smooth, seamless cups. Plus this secret support designed for real support. And you know, it's so pretty. It makes me feel pretty. The new seamless Support Can Be Beautiful bra from Playtex. Support can be beautiful.
The American Eagle. Goodyear's symbol for its all-American kind of radial tire. Goodyear is committed to product innovation. We introduced rayon cord in tires. We created the polyglass tire and the polysteel radial. And now the American Eagle with belts of Flex 10 cord instead of steel. Flex 10 is made from a flexible man-made aramid fiber that's pound for pound stronger than steel.
The tire for America, the American Eagle, the tire.
Pardon me, what kind of dog food does your dog eat?
Young fella, there's two things I know. Checkers and dogs. Dogs like canned dog food. Especially Herman here.
Do you think he'd like Gaines burgers?
Well, he might. Yeah, leave this to me. Dogs like food that's moist and meaty.
But Gaines burgers are moist and meaty, see?
Go ahead, but...
And they taste terrific.
And you don't know nothing about Checkers, neither.
Gaines burgers dog food. The canned dog food without the can.
I found a recipe you won't find in a cookbook, but it's sure nutritious and a real money saver, too. Take a quart of Carnation Instant Non-Fat Dry Milk. Add a quart of whole milk. Mix, chill, and serve. You get 2 quarts of fresh-tasting, low-fat milk and make a real savings on your milk bill. Carnation Instant Milk. Good for you and your budget, too.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts, Peter Paul, Mounds don't.
Plus, now there's also a new Mounds with creamy rich milk chocolate.
What you're about to see is the world's most revolutionary telephone switching invention. We call it Super Switcher. It has almost no moving parts, yet handles 4 times more calls than its predecessor. It required an investment of $400 million, but should ultimately save $1 billion a year. And soon, every major American area will have one. Looks dull, eh?
Well, imagine that each of these cars is a long-distance call. This new invention can handle over 500,000 an hour. That's 5 days' traffic on a busy Los Angeles freeway. Super Switcher. It should go a long distance to prevent traffic jams on your long-distance calls.
The Bell System. People using technology to help keep down costs and improve service. Keeping your phone system the best in the world.
It's the first show of the new year, and the Captain and Tennille do it right. With their guests Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr., John Biner, Muhammad Ali, and Joe Namath. It's the new 1977 Captain and Tennille.
You are the apple of my eye, yeah. Forever you...
This is a cubic foot. There are 5 more of these inside the new Chevrolet than there are inside this year's older style full-size cars of Chevy's nearest sales competitor. That's based on U.S. government estimates of vehicle interior size as reported in the 1977 EPA Guide for New Car Buyers. The new Chevrolet with 5 more cubic feet of room. It stacks up beautifully. Now that's more like it.
Fellow Americans, stop dragging your feet. Wear kitties when you're going to go out on a date.
Look great.
But do you know your feet need a little love?
Kitty knows.
What an agonizing, enterprising, hard kind of day you spend working overtime. You.
Baseball.
You. You need shoes for it all. I say comfort and style if you're young at heart or young enough to remember. Come to Kitty and explore. At the Great American, Great American, Great American Shoe Store.
What's behind the brand of hot dogs you buy?
You know you're getting solid value with Oscar Mayer and quality trusted for generations. There's wholesome meat protein from solid cuts of meat. The only meat Oscar Mayer uses. U.S. government inspected. Oscar Mayer selected. Oscar Mayer wieners and beef franks in handy twin packs. The flavor's as good as the good meat itself. Oscar Mayer, America's #1.
When did you start baking from scratch?
It's not scratch, Mom. It's new Pillsbury Plus.
A yellow cake this firm could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus.
A cake this moist could only be from scratch. A cake this rich could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus. The plus is pudding. Pudding right in the mix to add that moistness.
Rich flavor. New Pillsbury Plus, huh? Looks like scratch has met its match.
Cut. Reload. That's a complicated-looking machine, isn't it? Funny thing is, a lot of people still think that taking home movies is that complicated, too. If that were true, believe me, I wouldn't take them. For instance, he's reloading the film. Let me show you how easy Kodak has made it for you and me with a Kodak Instamatic movie camera. You finish one roll of film, drop another one in, you're all set. How you doing, Charlie? Taking home movies couldn't be much easier than that, could it? You know, now is the time to start, too. When the kids are growing up, you're on your vacation, save the action and the color in movies. With Kodak projectors, movies are easy to show, too. And cameras start at less than $35. Actually, you know what Kodak does for you?
Try a taste of martini. The most beautiful drink in the world is the bright one, the right one. It's martini. Anytime, any place, anywhere. There's a wonderful world you can share in the bright taste of the right one. That's martini.
Why are women so happy about new Tickle antiperspirant? Is it because Tickle is the first roll-on with a big, wide ball? Is it because Tickle comes in 4 fresh fragrances? Or is it because Tickle helps keep you dry all day? Make yourself happy. Staying drier is nicer with a little Tickle.
Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to General Foods. Today, we're proud to announce a breakthrough in coffee. We're introducing the Perfect Cup. At first, I'd like you all to taste this new product, and then I'd be happy to answer any questions. Yes.
It's rich. All right, how'd you do it?
We discovered a process that removes bitter taste. Ma'am.
What kind of process?
We found that roughness and bitter taste went out as we reduced the caffeine down to 50%.
50%? Explain why you went to 50.
Let me show you. Run the film, Mike.
Smoothness and richness take over when there's 50% less caffeine than regular coffee. The Perfect Cup.
As simple as it sounds, that's the breakthrough. And speaking of a breakthrough, let's have a coffee break.
Introducing the Perfect Cup. Once you taste this coffee, you'll have no questions.
Well, you really did it to yourself this time.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Ah, those lovely bubbles. Bursting into action, instantly soothing your upset stomach and speeding relief to your aching head. Alka-Seltzer works fast.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Hello, young waffle lovers, wherever you are. Professor Goody here, high up in this bell tower. And just so that pesky waffle woofer won't follow me, I'm pulling all the ladders up behind me. There, safe at last. Now to pop a couple of delicious Aunt Jemima frozen waffles into my trusty toaster. So light, crisp, golden brown. Oh, I could hardly wait. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Wobble, 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 wobble. Sorry, Wallace. These Aunt Jemima waffles are just for me. Wobble, 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 wobble. Hey, now. Wobble. Wallace, please. Wobble, 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 wobble. Oh, very well, Wallace. Won't you join me? Wobble, wobble, wobble.
This is a waffle whiffer whiffing an Aunt Jemima waffle. You'll find them in your grocer's freezer. Is there a waffle whiffer at your house? Wobble?
Cost of living got you down.
Prices are so high, I take a ladder to go shopping.
Cost of living got you down.
Money used to burn a hole in my pocket. Now it isn't even there long enough to get warm.
There's one bargain left in town.
Campbell's Soups. Try chicken with rice. Best parts of the chicken, fluffy rice, and 2 chicken stocks for extra flavor. About 6 cents a 7-ounce serving.
Sit right down and get your Campbell's worth.
Birth defects strike over 250,000 infants a year in this country alone. What can we do about it? Plenty. You know, research has shown that some birth defects can be prevented by proper prenatal care, and that includes good nutrition.
Well, that's not bad, but 4 pounds in 2 weeks isn't terrific.
I'm Mark Hamill asking you to protect the unborn and the newborn.
Those dirty rings. You'd scrub them, soak them, even bleach them. And you can still come out with... Ring around the collar! Now, try whisk around the collar. Pour concentrated whisk right on the dirt. It sinks in, starts to clean before you start to wash. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar every time. Whisk.
Here's Lucy. Was brought to you by Whisk. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar.
Mother Care take care of you before you're born and when you're...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mother Care go up to 10.
You can go there when you're big, go there when you're small. You can go before you've scarcely been anywhere at all.
Now Mother Care go up to 10.
At Mother Care you're sure that the prices will be right for a grown-up girl or a tiny little mite.
Now Mother Care go up to 10.
Such special care, such sensible prices for mothers-to-be and children up to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Happy families, Mother Care go up to 10.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing, the Toys R Us time of year. The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us, the biggest selection, Toys R Us. It's the Toys R Us time of year, Toys R Us.
My name is Mr. Bubble. Let me show you tubs of fun.
You can be a bubble nose.
With Mr. Bubble.
You can have some bubble toes.
With Mr. Bubble.
Or be a bobblehead.
With Mr. Bubble. I'm safe and gentle, and I make getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Have a tub of fun with Mr. Bubble. He makes getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Mr. Bubble.
What makes you think I'm a spy?
Two-way radio? Micro tape recorder?
What makes you think I'm a spy?
On what?
Chocolate. Minstrels. Not like ordinary chocolate. Crisp sugar shell on the outside and surprise, surprise, smooth milk chocolate on the inside.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
You do surprise me.
Minstrels. One of life's more pleasant surprises. Candy crisp, chocolate smooth.
Have you ever wished for one product that would clean and shine almost everything in your house? Here it is, Clean and Shine. Like magic, Clean and Shine leaves a nice shine on fine wood furniture, so you don't need furniture polish. It cleans and shines mirrors, so you don't need glass cleaner for mirrors. It cleans and shines refrigerators, like this kitchen product. Even countertops, tile, and vinyl. Try new Clean and Shine, the foam that cleans and shines almost everything in your house.
What's up? Dino's stolen the different vitamins we need to make Flintstones. Yabba-dabba-doo, yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstone vitamins are good to chew with vitamin A, vitamin B's, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Help your body work and grow right.
We put them all together to make Flintstones vitamins.
Mom, if your kids don't always eat right, one Flintstone each day ensures they're getting the vitamins they may need. Yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstones, regular and plus iron.
Crack open an icy cold Hams. Refreshing as the land of sky blue waters. Enjoy a cool, refreshing Hams.
When Lipton blows the whistle, you gotta have a cup of tea. Listen to the Lipton whistle. Brisk, brisk, brisk. Lipton tea.
Lipton flow-through tea bags, like 2 bags of flavor in one.
Check, check, testing 1, 2, fuck it. I'm here. Buenos días. ¿Cómo le va? Soy bien. ¿Y tú? Gracias, gracias, muchas gracias. Muy amable. Soy muy excited. Soy muy excited. My Spanish sucks. You'd think that after 25 years of being around Spanish, I would, my whole life, right? I live in Southern California. It's everywhere. I took Spanish in college. My daughter took 4 years of Spanish in high school. Got a certificate in it. Me? Nothing. Well, if you're still out there, good morning, James. How are we doing today? I am I'm alive. I woke up this morning. That's a plus. Any day above ground is a good day, right? Yeah, depending on your pain level and your pain threshold. It's Tuesday. It's totally Television Tuesday. I got nothing. I've been working on my camping trip, so I got nothing prepared for the show this morning. Again, I will leave it upon you guys to decide what to listen to. I understand Spanish much better than I speak Spanish. Right, my daughter. It's pretty funny because she took 4 years and her mother speaks Spanish and her mom's always talking to her in Spanish. So the other night she mentioned that they went out somewhere and they had to talk to somebody who just only spoke Spanish, right? The Uber driver. They took an Uber and the Uber driver only spoke Spanish and broken English. So my daughter, out of the 4 of them, my daughter had to step up and talk to him and explain where they were going and this and that and the other. And I was really excited. And I'm sure she was, impressed her friends with her ability to communicate with someone in another language. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm always amazed when all of a sudden you're talking to somebody and then, yeah, poquito, habla español, poquito. Totally. So I surprise my wife and daughter a lot when I say things in Espanol, right? Because I don't speak Spanish at all at home. And then every once in a while, I'll shoot 2 or 3 sentences at my wife in a row about something that's like on TV or something, and it'll be really, really silly, right? And she'll just sit there and laugh, and then she'll ask me to repeat it. I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck I said. I don't remember what I said. And if I try to repeat it, it just gets worse. Totally. I think it's about time to dig another one of these guys out of here. Sure. Yeah, sure. So once again, James, this morning I don't have anything on my schedule. So somebody's going to have to pick an album. So give me a band from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Earlier if you want. Right? And then I will try to dig something up by that artist. I like this. Let's do that. Let me grab a... Well, no. Looks good there. Grab this guy here. Torch this guy and see what happens. Don't drop it into the thing of rubbing alcohol there, because that wouldn't be good, right? Totally. Alright. I'm just gonna do that and rub this thing around a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I have to, because I have a glass bowl in my bong, I have to use those glass Klaatu from the 1970s. Of course, you gotta go totally obscure with me. Klaatu Verata Nectu. So take that. It would probably be easier to dig up The Day the Earth Stood Still than to dig up the band Klaatu. Okay. That's probably going to be a miss. I'm going to have to say Klaatu. Let me just look in the K real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. The best I could do was something from the K section. It is... Let's see if we got something from 1977. Here we go. This ought to be just as weird as Klaatu. This is Kalyan. And Kalyan is a group of South African and islanders, right? So if you look at the band picture, it's a pretty heavy mix. Let me get my angles right here. I don't see any white guys in there. But we're looking at stuff like disco reggae, Hello Africa, Sweet Music, Hosanna, Lala Jam Back, Nice and Slow, What We Gonna Do Next, Neighbor Neighbor. I am going to now see if I can find this on YouTube, on the tuber, because that's the real puzzler there, is seeing if we can actually find it. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft from their first album, 1976. No, but I'm going to have to write that down and research it, because I may have it on 8-track. I've got almost 1,000 8-tracks here. So let me look at this Klaatu. And we're going 1976. And calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Interplanetary craft. There you go. There you go. I will look into that, buddy. Okay, here we go. Bob Dole, Bob Dole, Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Alright, I'm going to go here and I'm going to search. Yeah. Kalyan. Kalyan. If that's even how it's pronounced. And I'm going to go for album. 1977. Oh, 1877. That's wrong. There we go. Okay. There it goes again. There they are. And that's from a different album. Nice and Slow, Disco. There we go. Well, Missing You. Full album. Birdland. Weather Report. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Disco Reggae. So I am going to put a link to one of these from the album. And this one actually is the first one on the album. Disco Reggae. So I'm going to share with y'all that one. And we'll see how that goes. So Kalyan, I can't just dig up a TV show out of my collection here. So let me see what I can dig up. Because I don't have a lot of TV show stuff in my video collection. But I just might have... here we go. Here's TV. This is TV. Here is Police Squad on VHS, the TV show. 3 episodes of the Police Squad from Jim Abrams, David Zucker, Jerry Zucker. These are the guys that brought all of this weird, before it became National Lampoons, which isn't it now? It's they did Airplane. They did the Naked Gun series. Zucker or Abrams' kid right now is doing the new Naked Gun reboot movie. I saw a trailer of Liam Neeson in a car farting or having gas, and I'm thinking, I don't remember them ever stooping to toilet humor in any of the movies that I recall. Airplane, Airplane 2, The Naked Gun 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and something 3 and a third. Anyway, I don't recall them ever doing potty humor. Let me know if I'm wrong, but it seems to me there's just something going on there. Alright, let me go ahead and open up my live feed here so I can drop that song in here for you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. Hey, here we are. Alright. There is the paste. Flipping it around, and there's Little House on the Prairie, and it's Christmas time, and they're all stuck in class working on Christmas stuff. And Willie Olson turns around to tell the teacher that he's not eating the paste, and his face is just covered in paste. I'm not eating paste. All right, give me your stuff, and go stand in a corner. Oh man, he's just crusty paste face. They call him Pasty Face. And let's see, Kailan. And this is Disco Reggae, this song. Oop, not Dixo, but Disco. Oop, not A-gay, but Reggae. Come on, get it together. How do you spell it? Reggae? They spell it with 2 A's. Right? So, I'm going to spell it with 2 A's. I'm going to go 1977. And Kalyan. Okay, there we go. That's it. That's what I'm doing. And it's on the album, it's 2 A's. Is it 2 A's or A-S? Reggae? Reggae. No, it's an E. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. There's a little smudge where part of the E is missing. Yeah, which actually makes it look like a frickin' ass. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, new screen. Bull. Pop the old screen out. Pop the old one out the old, in with the new. Disco Raga. No, it's Disco Reggae. It is Disco Reggae. Let me go ahead and fix that typo, dude. Dixo. Disco Reggae. That's the way it's supposed to. Dixo Gay Ray. That's it, man. That's it. I'm not typing it anymore, man. Anywho. So there you go. Now we got a TV show for the day as well as the album of the day. I better write it down so we can keep track of this. We've got Kalyan. And we have, what do we got? Police Squad. You know what? We picked movies. A movie of the week yesterday, but we never talked about it. We didn't talk about Space Odyssey, the 2001 weird movie. There, we talked about it. It was fucking weird. Totally. Oh, jeez. Dixo Reggae. Dixo Gay Ray. Yo, buddy. Buddy. So, yesterday after the show, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I ate breakfast, I got dressed, and I went out to my van with my leaf blower, and I blew off the concrete behind my van, and I just started pulling shit out of my van. I got my van completely emptied, and then I switched batteries, stuck it in the vacuum, and I vacuumed my van out. I got it all vacuumed out, and the cupboards are all empty still. So then I went into my backyard, and I got my wheelbarrow. And it's the one with 2 wheels on it, because I'm old and I don't want to have to balance a fucking wheelbarrow. So I got my double wheelbarrow, and I filled it full of firewood and brought that out to the van, and put a paint tarp, one of those really thick canvas, in the van, and stacked all of my wood up about this high of wood all the way across in the back of my van. Enough for 3 nights and a couple of mornings, right? Les Freak by Chic. Totally Les Freak. Dixo dude. Wild Cherry and Chic are 2 8-tracks that I put into the case to take. Yeah. Great. That's when I'm sitting here, when I borrow a friend's bass to like put a bass line to something I'm doing. Look at me. Look at this, man. I was just digging through my tapes thinking, I remember seeing Chic. So, yeah, every once in a while I'll borrow a bass, and I'm like, I can't just although that does sound cool. I mean, I really have to I don't know what it is. I don't play, I'm not a musician, but when it's in my head, I gotta get it out, and then when I'm getting it out, it gets bigger. It does. When I'm getting it out, it gets bigger. That's what she said. Oh my God, when I'm getting it out, it gets bigger. Oh my God. Totally, eh? I gotta heat this up and then toke that bong hit down. I think we should get ready to get loaded, man. Totally. Totally, eh? Okay, I got a little bit excited here just a second ago. I was walking by my card table that I have set up here, my 1980s folding card table from Sears. On it last night I was playing around with my boombox that I was going to use as one of my prizes, right? And it's a really great 1980s style Sony boombox. It's not one that has like MP3 and a USB and all that. It's an old one. It doesn't work. So I'm not going to take it as a prize. And I thought, well, I need at least 3 really heavy duty prizes, right? So I thought I'm going to put together a typewriter kit. Yeah, here we go. Weedless. Oh, no. All right, I'll do a toque for you. I don't like to rub it in, but I'll do a toque. All right. There we go. I can't do weedless. I really can't. Ugh. Not with my pain level. Mm-mm. All right, I got that closed up. Oh, I need to take this tapestry. So I put together one of my typewriters. The first typewriter that we had here. You're quite welcome. I put together a pack of paper, a full pack of paper, an extra set of ribbon for it, brand new, and one of those eraser dealies with the little brush on it, so you can erase and then brush, right? So I got one of those in there, and then one of the things that I really thought was cool that I had to include was a typing instruction book. So it's one that folds and leans and stands there while you read from it and type, right? You flip the page and then you turn the book around and you've got the other side that you can work on. It's really cool. So I thought, all right, I'm going to do that. Probably nobody's going to want an old typewriter unless there's somebody like, oh my God, Tom Hanks, and must have an old typewriter. What I'd like to do is encourage people through what I'm doing, giving vintage prizes, is encourage people to become collectors themselves, right? I've actually got here in my house, James, things for you and Susie, right? It's like, okay, I've got things that I know they're gonna enjoy, right? So I'm like, you guys gotta come visit, man. Gotta come visit, drive out, hang out, spend a few days here in the desert, do some mushrooms. I got a big bag of frickin' mushrooms that I'm gonna take to the party, because I know a friend will take them. I was gonna give them to my guitar guy, but it was like, he's like, no, I got plenty. I'm like, all right. So I'm gonna give some to my buddy from up north. He probably has access to enough too. But I figured I'd take them for the weekend, so that somebody has the option of, doing that. Totally. What the hell? It's a party favor. It's not like I can sell this shit. It's just one of those things where I cleaned an Airbnb vacation rental and there it was, and I can't throw shit away, so there you go. Mushrooms? Sure, why not? Oh, I can do enough. Now I better wait on the bong hit, because I'm trying to conserve. I'm hoping that my buddy is going to have access to mass quantities of dubage, so I can, sit and roll up a whole pack of papers and have like a bowl of joints sitting there, right? That would be classic. That would be classic, dude. I got a bowl of mushrooms, I got a little bowl of joints, The only thing I'd be missing is like a bowl of cocaine, right? I remember hearing about somebody's house, right? And it was a a famous person, and when you go over to their house, there'd be this candy bowl on the living room table, and it was just filled with cocaine. That was it. It was the candy bowl. And you could just indulge at your own, you know, guys are in there filling up their bindles and shit. Extreme heat warning. It says that already before the sun comes up, it's 81 degrees here. The sun has not risen. It is only 5:28 a.m. on the Pacific West Coast. We already have an extreme heat advisory, and it's already in the 80s outside. There you go. There you have it. There it is. Totally. Totally, eh? Totally. So I'm slowly but surely, don't call me Shirley, getting my act together for the trip. I've decided I am going to take 2 Zippos, and they're going to be 3rd tier. Right? Hats are going to be 3rd tier. There's going to be fewer gifts at the top. There's going to be a whole bunch of gifts down at the bottom. Right? The 1st and 2nd tier, because that's like 50 photos. There's going to be a whole lot of gifts down there. Those round sunglasses, some vintage bumper stickers, some other things. Also in the 3rd tier, I'm going to have a couple of these Sahara Dunes Elsinore casino chips. Packs of papers, just as many little vintage items as I can come up with. I've got this belt buckle here, and it is a Budman belt buckle, but the only trouble is that it needs to be relaminated on here. This is floppy. This is ready to peel off of here. So I need to get that fixed. I would really like to take a Budman something to do as a gift, but I'm not giving up my Budman Stein, my beer stein. That I'm going to gift to somebody on my demise. It'll be willed to somebody. So I'm not willing to part with that yet. I'm not willing to part with my graphics bong, or I would, you know, have that in one of the tiers. What I am going to have is I'm going to have a lot of 8-track tapes in the 3rd tier, right? And not only will they be there for as gifts, but I am going to try to dig up a player, and hopefully I can find one in my stuff that works. I think I've got a portable player out there that I fixed and it worked. It's just not real loud, right? Because it's an older model. So, and possibly the speakers need to be replaced. So I'm going to see what I can come up with as far as an 8-track player. I've got to go out and get my cooler, and out there's a box filled with, I've got like 4 boxes filled with more stereos. So I've got an old black and purple, I think it's a Zenith or a Sears, or JCPenney. It's a JCPenney. It's black with purple pinstriping on it, I think. And it's just really righteous looking. I think I'll find that. And if I can bring that in and get it working, usually it's just a lube and a belt, right? And if I've got a belt for it and I can get into it and lube it up and get it working, then I'll add some speakers to it, because I think it's an all-in-one. I think it's just a 8-track player with speakers, headphone jack. So I'll see if I can do that. And then I've got like an off-brand set of speakers or something that I can put with it. That'd be pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I got a couple of days left. Scavenger hunt is done. I did my party promo. I'm going to have my computer with me, so I'll have the ability to make videos while I'm there and post them, and possibly go live. Pardon-moi. Okay, 8-track player. It would be nice, since I'm doing a whole bunch of 8 tracks. I'm doing the 8 tracks as more of as like a nostalgia thing, right? Like, here's an 8 track, you know, and you put that 8 track up in your shelf, in your bookcase, or your curio cabinet, or whatever. The place where you put all of your cool old knickknacks, right? You have an 8 track. I've always got an 8 track back here, 45s or shit like that. I'm thinking maybe this old clock radio back here that I've got might go as a gift. I'm trying to put really cool stuff in each of the 4 levels of prizes. So even the bottom level is still going to have old cool bumper stickers and glasses and 45 records. You know, and then the next level is going to have like 8 tracks and some books, you know, and then the 3rd level more 8 tracks and t-shirts and you know, like Zippos and that kind of shit. And I think I've got glasses for levels 1 and 2, because I've got some regular clear ones, and then the next tier I'm going to put in some round ones that are mirrored. So we'll have a little bit going on in each level. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Let's see, I've got some old nickels here. Right, 1900. That's cool. Trying to find things that are relevant to the 70s and 80s. There was this one post that popped up for my approval, right? And it was one of those passive-aggressive posts that's, I've been living here since 1958. I never heard of you. That's passive-aggressive, right? That's, I'm going to start some shit, but not openly, right? I never heard of you. I've been here since, who gives a fuck? Like, you're supposed to know everybody just because your fucking ass has been there since 1958? Give me a fucking... I didn't even get into it. I deleted it. I didn't approve it. I fucking deleted it. Get out of here with your fucking passive-aggressive bullshit. I don't need it, right? I don't fucking need that bullshit. You want to be aggressive? Fucking be aggressive. Don't be a fucking pussy. You know? Just come right out and be a fucking asshole so everybody can see you're an asshole, and then we can go about our business knowing full well that you're an asshole. Passive-aggressive. Is he an asshole? What's he trying to say? What's he doing? I know what he's saying. You're a fucking asshole, dickhead. I don't remember his name. I don't care who he was, what he was all about. Just go away. You know? I don't need it. I don't. If this event gets big, I'll have a friend of mine call up a bunch of big tough guys to come stand there at the event and make sure everybody's cool. You know? I'll have him throw passive-aggressive people up. He's saying what? Oh, he's saying this party's alright for somebody like you to set it up. Get him the fuck out of here. Passive-aggressive dick face. Yeah, I could have done better, but this is nice. I can't believe the few people that came forward and tried to start shit that way, right? Rather than come forward and say, hey, I see that you need some help. How can I help? Right? No. Little fucking mealy mouth bullshit. Fucking idiots. Oh yeah, that shit just pisses me off. And you know that most of those people are going, I pissed him off. I'm going to troll over here now and piss these people off. And then I'm going to go over here and piss this. And that's all they do. And they get their fucking jollies out of just going around and fucking shit up for people. Right? I'm going to fuck these guys up and I'm going to post shit about that. And then I'm going to send over a mean fucking meme over here. It's like, you know what? first of all, go fuck yourself. And second of all, go fuck yourself again, you piece of shit. Right? You know, nobody needs that crap. Nobody needs that fucking crap. I don't. I certainly don't. I'm kind of at a loss this morning as to what I'm going to do. I know I need to go out for like 2 hours after the show, and I need to do something outside with the van and gear and all of that. I've got 3 boxes of vintage crap to pack into my van. I gotta go out and get my cooler and that box with the stereo in it. And I need to pack this card table into, that's my kitchen table camping, is that card table. I'm taking a full-size fold-up table that is for my prizes. Something I can put a nice little tapestry on it, put the stuff on there in the piles, the right order, and then hang some stuff up, but cover up what's on the table. Be able to throw a blanket over it and keep it covered up and safe and hidden. And then I've got one solid wall on my canopy that I'm going to hang up. And at least I think I do. And I'm going to hang some stuff on the canopy. I also had my wife give me a box of safety pins so that I can actually safety pin stuff up if I need to, like this tapestry. I'm going to safety pin this tapestry up on the canopy because it's one of the I think this is a 3rd tier item here, this old elk tapestry. And basically because it's just one of those things that were everywhere. So yeah, I cleaned up that happy face mug. As you can tell, it's no longer here. So that's part of it. I found a great camera. It's a Hawkeye camera, and it's the little tiny camera, but it comes in its own box. It's complete. It comes with unopened film. It comes with an unopened pack of these little, what you call it? Here's a used one. These little dealies here, the flash bulbs, right? And it's all complete with the packaging in the box and everything. So that I decided that is going to go as a gift, and that'll be a 3rd tier gift. I'm thinking if I want to bring my other walkie-talkies as well, because that might be a hit item, and I might get to sell those or gift those or just use them, right? Put some batteries in them and use them. Speaking of batteries, I gotta charge. I charged all of my DeWalt batteries, so that's ready. So the DeWalt batteries and the little Bluetooth speaker and a flashlight. That's what goes with the DeWalt. I charged up the pump, the little USB chargeable pump for the air mattress. It also has attachments so I can use to pump up one of those floaty things, right? I charged up my little portable USB chargeable solar flashlight thingy. And I got to be sure to leave that outside so it stays charged. You can also plug your phone into it and charge off of that. I'm going to take my 2 chargers. I got these portable battery deals. So this is a little battery brick. It charges a couple of phones fully. I've got another one over here that'll charge 3 or 4 phones from like 25% all the way up, which is really cool. So I can use this one here. I can plug my little portable fan into it, and it'll run all night long off of this, because I can't sleep in nothing, right? I gotta have some movement, and I gotta have a little bit of sound, so I can use my little my little phone here to play something, and I can have my fan going. That's pretty cool. And I'll be in my van camping this time. Last time, my daughter was in the van with all the dogs, right? This time, I get to sleep in my van, so that'll be fun. Yeah, baby. I can't wait. I can't wait. Tonight, I dropped off my guitar yesterday, my acoustic guitar, and he's like, what the hell happened to this? It's too low. I didn't give it to you like this. Did I give it to you like this? What did you do to it? I said, I didn't do nothing, man. I pulled it out of the bag, I tuned it up, and went, whoa, what the fuck? He said, yeah, because there's this big hump right here. He said, that's not right. And I said, I don't know, you know. I said, the guitar got put into my shed, in the bag, in the shed, for 2 weeks while it was hot. I said, that's as much as I can claim. It doesn't sit out. I have a guitar that does, but it doesn't sit out. So he says you got to do the humidity thing. So now I got to get a humidifier, right? So there you go. There's that. So he said he can get it back to me in a couple of days. So I'm gonna pick that up Wednesday. Tonight I gotta go out and we're gonna clean a house, and my wife has to go do some other stuff. I gotta go pick up a poster frame for this poster that I have is going to be, let me go ahead and grab it because it's important. It's muy, muy importante. So I'm gonna try to auction this off at some point during Saturday night if people are so inclined, right? Or maybe I'll do an auction, right, where you can write in your name and a price and the next person can write, like they do at libraries, right? So what do we got here? This is the call for the radio station that we used to have out here in Southern California was Hooya, KMET 94.7, Hooya Tooya, right? So Hooya was not like whatever. Anyway, so Hooya. So I am going to put this in a frame and hang it on the canopy outside so that people can see it when they're looking for us, right? Also, I've got, that's probably going to go in like second tier. This is a 1970s concert poster for the window of a record store or something, for Santana, right? For Santana and Catalyst in Santa Cruz, California. And this looks like, I don't know, it might be a reproduction or something, but I think it's cool, and it's in this bag here, and it is, you know, it's memorabilia. I've also got two of these. One is 1982, and one is 1983, and they're these cloth calendars. And they've got a pretty picture, and then they've got the months down below, right? So these items are going to get hung up on the canopy, and we'll see who wants what, right? I figure if they're going as prizes, then people are going to pick some weird shit, right? And we'll see who's who and what's what by what they pick, right? It's like, oh, I see, you're one of those, huh? Cool. And if it really, really works, and I'm going to leave my hobby cards, so there'll be a lot of cards, so that people can then take their gift or their prize and their raffle and whatever else, and This has got to sound loud, huh? From there, if they want anything else, they know how to reach me. You know, it's like, oh my God, I really, really want this. Can you get more? Oh, totally. Can you find me this? For sure. I would love to be like the vintage detective, past man, you know. Hey, I need to find this thing, and I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, but all I remember it was this, right? I do that all the time and actually find things that way. Totally. I wish I had some more cigar boxes, because I'd like to make a little kit, a little time machine kit in a cigar box. And if you've ever seen the movie Paper Moon, that right there, her cigar box, that's what gave me the idea. Yeah, really cool. The little time machine. That's what I like about the little metal box, the little metal tins, is you can fill it with a few things and go, wow, check it out. Oh my God, I just traveled to the past. It could happen. Yeah, my real ID showed up the other day, so now I have my old driver's license here, and it's just going to go into the box with the other ones. Totally, eh? I got the real ID because my daughter went to get hers because she's going to fly. I have no reason for it, but now I have my travel papers. Now I can cross the border. Show me your papers. Where are your travel permits? Are they in order? Yeah. You may board the train, but not you. You may not board the train. Your travel papers are not in order. Put them alphabetically, then they will be in order. It's a little one of my jokes. Okay, you may board. Not really. Arrest him! Yeah, totally. I mean, why would you want to travel from another country here? I wouldn't. Especially if I was anything other than white. I mean, how many Native Americans, Asians are getting picked up off the streets and deported? Middle Easterners, right? But wait, I am not. I am from India. Yeah, right, buddy, you're gone. Hotel it on the mountain. Just round them up, man. Just fucking round them up. It's fucking horrible. All right, I got it loaded here, and I'm gonna go in. I'm going in. Cover me. Woohoo! Woo! Whoa! 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 Yeah, I've got one of those King Tut books from the King Tut Day when we were talking about King Tut. I've got one of those program books that you got when you went to see them see the show at one of the museums on the book. So I've got one of those to go in the pile. Yeah, just a lot of great stuff. So I've got 2 cases of 8 tracks. I'm going to put one case in one tier and another case in another tier, and you can draw from one of those cases. In each tier there'll just be tons of shit. I imagine I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff in tiers 1 and 2, a few things in tier 3, and probably next to nothing I'll be giving away in tier 4, because that's 100 photos, right? And then what do I do for what do I do for the big prize, the most photos, the most elaborate, the most creative photos, right? What do I do for that? I've got to have a couple little prizes, I guess. So I'll kind of figure it out when I get there. I'll kind of wing it, you know. I'm going to have to wing it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All of this is just crazy, man. So when I saw the guitar guy the other day, I also dropped off my 1987 Kramer Farrington Acoustic Electric from Neptune, New Jersey. I guess that's where the electronics were made. But so I was like, okay, I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing, man. It's old, it's beat, it needs a help. I haven't played it in decades. It's just been sitting. I need help, I need help, I need help. So I said, take your time with it. That one's unimportant. I said, here's my wife's mandolin. Please just get it set up. It should be easy to set up. Just set it up, tune it, get it ready, and then I can give it to my wife and she can start learning how to play it, right? But tomorrow night I'm gonna pick up my daughter's acoustic that I left, the one that I'm taking camping, because it's big, it's deep, it's loud, and it's fun to play. So he's like, did you change the strings? What did you do to it? I said, dude, I didn't do anything. You gave me the electric guitar back and I put this thing up and left it alone. So I don't know what the deal is. I just know that from now on I'm not going to let the guitars out of my sight. I'm going to get the little humidifier that he said, set it at 30%, keep it in the same room with the guitars, keep the guitars in the cases, right? If I get a guitar hanging up, the humidity is correct. But there you go. But I'm real excited about just going. I saw a comment on the event page this morning from my brother, who's really sad that he can't be there, and I'm really sad too, right? But I planned this over a year ago and made sure to tell everybody. Of course, having guys come along and sabotage it and tell people that it's canceled doesn't help. So I'm like, you know what? Everybody had the opportunity. There are people who are coming because they're coming regardless of what anybody bullshit fucking says, right? Whatever happens, they're coming. So that's great. There's a handful of people that are coming no matter what. I'm hoping that a whole bunch of people from the area come to check it out, to play the games, to meet people, right? That'll be great. Some live music would be awesome. Live music. I'm actually gonna ask my friend who is a musician and who has a band if he wants to make a few phone calls, right? You know, look, I'm gonna bring a drum kit and set it up. If your friend wants to show up and tune up the drums a little bit and bang out some shit, bring a guitar and an amp, somebody bring a bass, and that's all we need, you know? If somebody's got a PA, even better, but fuck it, you know? Use a phone app to a Bluetooth speaker and fucking scream into it. There's possibilities, right? Yep. I cannot get the picture out of my head of the lake and the camp and the tree and everything right there. It won't leave me. And I'm 2 days, that's it. Tomorrow morning, and then Thursday morning on leave. I'm gone, out of here. And I wish my wife and daughter were coming, and the dogs and everybody, but they don't really want to come. I got 2 pairs of hemostats here. They're the clicky kind that you use. There we go. For surgeries and stuff. These you can buy at a hardware store. But I thought I'd take a couple of these and a couple of secrets boxes and papers and matches and stuff and create a little time machine for stoners, right? and that'll be an option, right? I think I'll put a couple of these poker chips in the third tier, because one of these poker chips is like a big deal, right? Because it's got our hometown on it. That's heavy. That's heavy. So I may gift one of these to somebody as a bonus prize. Totally. Is this ready? That's ready, but I gotta heat up my coffee. Boy, when I get back, I'm gonna fix stuff in here so that this morning show goes a little easier. I'm not doing a video time machine for another couple of weeks because I got too much on my plate. But when I come back, I'm tabling the idea of doing a season finale episode that's going to be like 3 or 4 hours long, or maybe 2 parts, and then start a new season. You remember the pre-show with the TV and the bong and that kind of stuff? And I was talking about creating an actual time machine cockpit that we can then zoom into and go into the TV and then come out and then go into the radio, and then we're in like Radio Land. Or zoom into the window of the cockpit and zoom through space and time and then back into the cockpit, and kind of make it like an interactive, almost interactive video game where it's engaging you in taking you into different places, right? I don't know. I'd have to create graphics and do all kinds of overlays and shit. It might be too complicated. So what I might do is do a video time machine short and use that concept for that. So I can do like a 20-minute video time machine. Just enough time to get in some commercials, a little music, a little cartoon, a little ed film stuff, you know, a little bit of everything. A movie trailer, a little bit of everything in the time machine, condensed down. I've done one video time machine short, but I gotta figure out a way to hone it and do it well. So I've got about 10 of each shirt for the event. So I'm hoping, and I'm going to hang them up on the outside of the canopy so that people can see them, and maybe get somebody to come over and buy a shirt who's not involved with the party, or get new people to come over to the party, right? It is a public event on Facebook, so who knows who's going to show up and what's going to happen, right? Yeah. We're just going to see. And I'm going to be there 2 days before the main night. I don't expect much to happen on Friday night other than people showing up who are going to be there for the weekend, and a couple of people sitting around a fire talking about the old days. That's what I think Friday's going to be. Saturday's going to be a heavy day. That's when we're going to try to do all of this stuff. I'm going to release the scavenger hunt, I think Thursday, right? Thursday. If I release it Thursday night, then you've got 48 hours to complete it before 8 o'clock Saturday night, which is when we'll do the awards for the best photo and the most photos, right? and it may be 50 photos, and the best photo might be a dick pic. I don't know. You know, who knows who's going to be involved. But it's going to be public. So I know at first the scavenger hunt is going to seem kind of corny, cheesy, not really. But you have to know where shit is at, or where shit used to be. You have to use your imagination, right? I tried to make it interesting. Now I'm stuck worrying about, did I get something in the video time machine? I mean, not the video, the scavenger hunt. Did I miss something? Let me just check here. I have the scavenger hunt in my Messenger, Facebook Messenger, so that I can just copy and paste it to Facebook, copy and paste it to people on Facebook. And let me see. Yep, there it is, Catfish Corner. It's a lot of stuff. I've got 30 locations and 5 photos per location required. Plus, there's the option for a bonus photo if you want to take a bonus photo. And then bonus, a picture of you as a kid. And then what I did is I'm going to bring some yearbooks so that hopefully they can find a yearbook photo of themselves, take a picture of it, and that counts. Right? I'm also going to be doing stuff like, for bonus, go to the Lake Elsinore Historical Society, go inside, and take a picture of your favorite exhibit. Right? So that right there hopefully will get them a little bit of business, right? Wow, there's a lot of people in here today taking pictures of shit. What's going on? Scavenger hunt, dude. Check it out. Prizes. So I'm going to get there on Thursday, set up my camp and everything. On Friday, I'm going to set up the prizes, and then I'm going to take a photograph of the prizes and then cover everything up. And then have it there so that people, as people finish, they can come by and get their prizes. Like that. Totally, eh? I'm pretty sure people are gonna enjoy it, right? I'm doing it in my head, and I'm rather enjoying it. You know, it's like, all right, let's do this in less than 2 hours, right? 21 miles around the lake, plus the surrounding areas, right? Let's do these photos. Let's do these locations, and get our 100 photos, right? Plus the bonus photos in those 20 locations. That's going to get over 100, right? That's going to be 120 photographs, which is plenty enough to get not just something from each tier, but to get a bonus prize. You know, okay, pick another something from here. That's your bonus. Pick another something from this tier, because there's like 1 million things in this tier. And then, like I said, I'm going to leave my cards so people will be encouraged to take my cards and contact me if there's ever anything from the past that they want, right? So I can be like that past detective dude, too. That would be cool. That'd be awesome. Awesome songs, awesome songs. Yeah, yeah, baby. All right, I'm gonna do this bong hit here. This one goes out to James, who is bare in it. All right, there we go. I did dig up my boombox. It's dusty, dirty, but it's only a couple of years old. So hopefully it's not eaten by the heat. So I'm gonna clean that up, dust it off, polish it up where it needs it, and test it out, and then I'm gonna see if I can maybe get some batteries for it. What I might do is wait until I get down there to do any stuff like that. Say, if you want a shirt, go down and get me a pack of batteries. You know, I need X amount of batteries. Go get me some batteries. You can have a shirt like that. So there you go. Sell shirts to hopefully pay for my weekend, right? I'm gonna have to pay for the campsite for the event, and I'm putting a lot into the event as far as gifts and prizes and that kind of stuff. So if I can make any money back, it'll cover those losses, right? I do hope that people come and participate, right? Okay. Tour de lier. And it's 6:10. It's the 12th of August. So next week, a week from tomorrow, is the 20th of August. It's my brother's birthday. It happens to be my birthday as well, but I think that was by design. So I don't know what I'm doing that day. I know Cypher in the Snow is going to be the movie, the 4 o'clock movie. What we might do is, if I got nothing going on Wednesday on my birthday, we might just sit here all day and watch movies. Maybe we'll just sit and watch Cypher in the Snow over and over and over, right? Totally. I'm gonna take my yo-yo, but I'm not gonna give it away. I'm not gonna. That's my yo-yo. I love that yo-yo. I like to hang out at a concert and play with it. People are like, "What the hell is he doing? He's standing in the aisle playing with his fucking yo-yo. Is this guy for real?" Yeah. Or stand over there with one of these poker chips, right? Flip it up in the air and catch it. You know, hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. Just keep flipping it up in the air, hey buddy. Yeah, poker chip. Or take the people take the poker chip and make it go through their fingers. Like, I can't do that shit. I'm not. I don't have any finger dexterity. Dexter Riley, yeah, but not dexterity. So, what are we doing? Not much. I'm gonna get done here, and I am gonna go into my storage trailer, which is the travel trailer that we used to live in a decade ago. The first 10 years of my daughter's life we spent living in that travel trailer, following work, painting, construction, because that's what I did. And we've moved around a little bit until we decided when she was in first grade, you know what, we're done moving around. I don't want my daughter to go to a bunch of different schools and school districts and have to deal with losing friends and making friends. I couldn't deal with it. I don't think she could have dealt with it. So we stayed in one area, one school district. She never changed schools except when she graduated to another one. That was it. Really important for me. So I didn't get that when I was young. I didn't. I don't remember where I was going with this, but that's bong hits for you. Yeah. Everything running through my head right now is campsite, scavenger hunt prizes, food, what I'm going to get for food. I didn't sleep well last night. I couldn't sleep past 3 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get to sleep till after midnight. So I didn't get much sleep at all, which means that after I get done with today, I need to have the van pretty much packed completely, except for food, right? And my guitars, and my computer. Everything else should be packed into the van and ready to go. And then in the morning, I'll take my guitars out. I'll take the food, stick it in the cooler. Whatever else is, because I should have ice already in the cooler. And everything should be packed up by this evening, so that Wednesday I don't have anything to do but get some food and get gas and Thursday morning take my bedding, my pillows, my blanket, the blankets and sheets and all that shit should be in the van already, because it'll be separate from what we use here at home. But I'll have to take all my pillows, or I will not be comfortable. I will not be able to sleep. If I can arrange myself just like I do at home, in bed, in the van, I'm good. Totally. So I keep flashing back. I'm going to take my small TV, right? It's a smart TV, so I can go hotspot with my phone and watch streaming stuff. More than likely, I'll just plug in my hard drive and pop on The Wall, pop on Tommy, pop on, the Beatles or something, and just pop on a movie. And then just let that kind of play in the background when we're hanging out, right? Or some music. Most of the movies that I can put on that I think about are going to be really musical, or you're going to want to go, oh dude, I got to see this scene, right? So, yeah, I'll take a couple of boxes of cassettes. I wish I had a working 8-track player, right? But they're so finicky that I don't even want to get into it, right? I don't want to sit there and have to play 8 tracks and deal with that. It's so much easier just to have somebody Spotify through a speaker and put on a playlist of 80s, right? You got an 80s playlist? There you go. Batter up. Batter up. That'd be cool. I was going to spend $25 and get one of those little cigarette lighter things that you plug in. It allows you to Bluetooth to your stereo via a radio station, and it's got USBs on it and other crap, right? And I'm thinking I need one of those, plus another cigarette outlet on it, and I think one of them had an actual plug on it. I need stuff like that in my van. I've already got one of those battery power converters where you can either hook it directly to your battery, or you can plug it into the cigarette lighter, and then you can plug in 2 items, right? So I got that. So when the battery chargers, when these little battery things are low, then I take that and plug it into somebody's car. Usually a hybrid is best. Plug it into a hybrid, turn it on, turn the car on, and let all the phones and chargers and stuff charge up. Crank my van on and do it for a little while so my battery charges for my overnight stuff. Because I'll stay up and watch a little TV at night with the lights on and stuff in the back of the van, and then turn everything off. But then the next day I've got to start it up and charge the battery a little bit. What I need is one of those solar chargers that I can just set out, hook it to my battery, and bada bing, you know, just let it charge during the day, and I can run it at night and not have to start it during the weekend. Yeah, whatever. I'm almost ready to check out. I'm so excited about this weekend, right? The drive down there. I'm going to be alone for a lot of the weekend. So far in my head, that's the way I see it. That's the way I'm planning it, is that I'm going to be alone most of the time, and there are going to be a handful of people that show up and just kind of want to hang out. Nah, I don't want to, you know, if you want to sell me one of those things, I'll buy it, but I don't want to do the scavenger hunt. That's cool too. And I'm totally cool with that. If 100 people show up, we'll be fine with that too. If I can get a bunch of people to show up, go in and pay for, I'm not going to camp, but I'm going to be here with this guy partying until X time. I'm going to have the guy, the manager, hook me up with a late night price rather than a day pass for camping, day camping, which is a specific price, and not an overnight, but something that's less than an overnight, right? They're only going to be here till midnight or less. So, or they're only going to be here till 10. But that's a couple of hours past sunset or whatever the time is to be gone. So I'll get something like that arranged. As people show up, I'll say, did you take care of your parking? Because that's the event fee, is making sure that you take care of the guy at the office and have a pass on your thing. So when I get there, I will find out that stuff, and I will post a photo of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to pay. So show up, get your pass, and then find a parking place, and then come down to the beach. Like that. If you're going to camp, then get your camping pass and come set up down by us at the beach or up with the electricity and the water. We're going to be down in the, you know, the low zone. We're going to be down along the water where there's no electricity. There's no running water. There might be an outhouse. I hope there's an outhouse out there. Mainly because at night they lock up the bathrooms, and you know, if you gotta go poo-poo, you need a place to go. So I was tabling the idea of picking up one of those cheap toilet seats and a 5-gallon bucket and some trash bags, some 5-gallon trash bags, because that's a toilet right there, right? And if I'm in the van alone with all the curtains closed and everything, the van then becomes a bathroom. Yeah, you gotta open it up afterwards, but hey, you do what you gotta do. I like those little tents that are the same thing, but there's no insulation, there's no privacy. I mean, you're in there doing your business, and everybody around you is like, wow, can you do it any louder? So it's okay if you're out in the woods somewhere and you can set up that little tent bathroom you know, 100 yards away from camp, behind a tree and some bushes, so you have some privacy. Put on a little music. But yeah, they close the facilities at a specific time and then open them up in the morning. So I can take a piss outside. That's no big deal, you know. No big deal. Walk around the outside of the van. Nobody's looking. Squirt, squirt. It's great if there's one of those little portable job toilets, job site toilet things. That'd be great for the late night issues. Coffee. I figure I'll get up in the morning and make coffee and then make cereal and then probably maybe start a little bacon and potatoes or something for those in camp who are so inclined. Yeah, so I'll take a few items so that in the morning when my friend is there, because it looks like he's going to show up late at night Friday and then leave Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. Probably Sunday morning. So if I can have breakfast stuff for Saturday so that when he wakes up, bada bing. There you go. A little bacon and eggs and coffee. Have I got something going on here? Okay, I need to reboot my comments because it looks like there's nobody here. There's nobody here, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Totally. Wow. I wish I had gotten more help with the planning of this whole thing, right? The organization of it, the gathering, you know, invitations and RSVPs and fundraising and all that, because it could have become something fantastic. And I guess it still has the potential for that, but knowing ahead of time that it's going to be this rather than this, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. We'll just have to wait and find out. Right? Right. Okay. Getting pumped up again. Pumped up. Totally. Yeah, man. Yeah, sure. I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited. A little bit excited. Okay. So I have probably enough time to work on one machine and get one machine working a little bit here and there, but Wednesday is probably the day that I'll have to work on it, because that's my rest day before I take off Thursday morning. So we'll see. We'll see. That's his name, we'll see. Good old we'll see. So Thursday night at 8 o'clock, I'll release the scavenger hunt. Now I'm going to do it Thursday 8 a.m. so you have the whole day on Thursday. How's that? So 48 plus 12, 72 hours. Now 48 plus 12 is 50, 60 hours. What are you going to do? God, I got so many things to get ready. So many things to pack. So many things. Yeah. Okay. Getting pumped. Yeah. I'm thinking my music stand. That. My music, I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell most of this shit is anymore, because I haven't played any of this shit in years, or a year, almost a year. God, forever ago. I just stopped playing because of my teeth. Stopped singing. So I will probably play with a couple of these. Hanging out with my friend, because there's some of these that do have the chords, but I'm going to have to find a few chords for some of these. Right. But that's cool. Like if I figure out Roller Derby Queen, that is going to help me figure out one of my own songs. What is it called? Slip Into a Groove. So I've got to figure that one out. Or I got to dig up some video of me doing that particular song, Slip Into a Groove, in order to figure it out. Yeah. I really wish I had written down the chords for some of my original songs, because I'll be dipped. I'll be dipped if I can't remember shit. So I better take that with me, so I've got something to fiddle around with when I'm just sitting there playing the guitar. Man, there's so many things. So many things. My Simon electronic game. Monopoly. Most especially Battleship, right? So I've got a few important games. There's a computerized chessboard there, so if somebody wants to win that, they can get some batteries and, you know, challenge the computer, or just challenge somebody right there. Totally, eh? Totally. 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 Totally, totally, totally. Totally, totally, totally. Getting excited. Getting excited. The sun is coming up my blind is starting to glow orange. So there you go. I am about less than a half an hour away from saying adios for the day. I'm here in spirit, but I have checked out. I have already gone camping. I am already out of here. Yeah. So many cool gift ideas, prize ideas, just smacking me in the face. So, wow. I am going to be packing up a lot of that stuff today. Those gifts, my drum kit, my bedding, everything but my pillows. I'm going to fill up my cabinets. I'm going to take all of my camping kitchen gear out there and get that packed up today. I got to charge up some more batteries, which means I got to dig up all the batteries, the rechargeables from everywhere, and get them charged and take them so that I've got them for whatever I need them for. So many things to get done today. And then tomorrow I've got to get ice and food in the evening and get that packed in there, so that the only thing that I have to do Thursday morning literally is take my pillows and, you know, my essentials that I haven't packed yet. That's it. I need a pair of jeans, pair of shorts, a half dozen t-shirts, figuring that I may get wet at some point and have to put on a clean shirt. Underwear and socks. I mean, it's pretty basic. I probably won't even be wearing socks. I'll just be wearing those slip-on water shoes. Food should be pretty basic for me anyway. Coffee bags, the coffee tea bag things. Just boil water. Heat up the water. Pour the water in the cup of the bag. Coffee. Super easy. Super convenient. Have a little bottle of creamer in the cooler. Ready to go. Cereal. Milk. Hot cereal. Cereal bar. Honey. Butter. Salt. That's easy. And my pot. Measuring cup. Measuring spoon. That's all pretty basic stuff. Lunchtime. A can of something. Some soup. I asked my wife if she could make a container of beans and a container of rice, and then I'll get some a couple of those little cups of soup. What is that? Broccoli and cheddar, right? And blend those up because I like them smooth. And then just chuck them in the cooler. Some biscuits, some muffins. Ooh, lemonade. A couple of canned items. And then anything else we can just get from the local Stater Brothers down there. Bada bing. Bing bing. Some protein shakes. Case of water. Right? Ice, 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 baby. I'll probably get like 4 blocks of ice and 1 big giant bag of ice. Maybe 2 big bags of ice, because I've got 2 coolers. I got my big one for all the food and drinks, and then my small one for just like waters, Gatorade, juice, protein drinks, that kind of thing. Something I can keep between the seats are close to my chair or in the back. I know that I have to keep a lot of stuff in my van at night when I'm sleeping. I could probably put the drum kit underneath the table in the canopy, the screened-in canopy, and then just cover all of it with the blanket so that it's all covered up for the evening. Have my camp set up so that you can't really get into the camp and into the canopy without fucking with a bunch of shit, right? Who's going to try to take a drum kit away when cymbals are banging together, right? So, yeah. Wow. It should be fun. Just sitting there on the lake, just chilling out. Even if it's just a couple of guys, just chilling out, shooting the shit, talking about this and that. I just need a camping trip. I mean, I'll have enough of just sitting around for a couple of days. Thursday and Friday. Once I'm set up on Thursday, it's relaxation until Friday. And then we'll see what happens Friday. Totally, eh? I hope that Denise is going to park her pop-up trailer down on the lake by the party site. Mainly because it'll give our site a bigger footprint, a bigger chunk of real estate, right? Yeah. I don't think that we need a stage for anything. If the music gets up and going and people are able to bring a few things to play and we're able to set up like a makeshift area for the band to set up, I think that's going to be more like the old days. If somebody rolls up with a keg of beer, that would be just wow. That would do it right there. If somebody shows up with a keg of beer and a tub filled with ice and a bunch of red cups, right? That's a throwback right there. That right there. Or goes out and gets a bunch of fruit and booze and makes one of those big buckets of fruit cocktail. That shit's crazy too. Everybody just keeps adding bottles to it and it just gets stronger and stronger. You eat a piece of fruit and pass out. Totally. All I did was had a piece of fruit, man, and I was done there, eh? Totally. Totally there, eh? Totally. Totally there, eh? Totally. I was just thinking, do I want to take my DVDs of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park and Over the Edge and have those as top tier gifts, right? Because those are pretty heavy. I wouldn't want to take any of my VHS copies because they're too expensive. They mean too much to me. I can give up the DVD version because I can just buy another one. But not so much with that. I got to heat this up, and then we're going to do a little bit more coffee, and another bong hit, and then we're going to think about wrapping it up. Dorlier. Yeah, this week could go sideways at any point. I could just decide, you know what, I can't do a show tomorrow because I've got too much stuff to do, right? My initial plan was to not do any shows this week and just worry about getting up in the morning, working on the van and packing stuff and getting stuff ready, and then taking it easy. I think that's going to be like today. I think today I'm going to do the big push, trying to get everything in the van that I can, and then just try to take it easy on Wednesday or tomorrow. Just try to take it easy tomorrow. So more than likely I'm going to be here. I'm going to do another show tomorrow. I know I won't be here on Wednesday. I'll be out of the office, out of the studio, on the road in my van during showtime. I should be literally driving down the road when I should be here. Yeah. So, I might do something live on, if I have a good signal, then I might do something live Friday morning from my van, and then Saturday from the campsite. I don't want to get outside my van at 5 in the morning and go live. I might go live outside while I'm making coffee, and then get back in the van and just hang out. I don't know what my signal is going to be like, whether I'm going to go live from my phone or from my laptop. I don't know. I just don't know. So we'll have to play it by ear. Or if I'll be able to go live at all. Who knows? Who fucking knows, man? What is the deal today, right? What is the deal for today? The 4 o'clock movie today is The Bottle and the Throttle. There you go. So The Bottle and the Throttle. That one, of course, is about drinking and driving. So there you go. Yesterday it was To Be Aware of Death, which was quite appropriate for this one. The Dawn of Man is tomorrow's 4 o'clock film. Thursday's 4 o'clock film is White Clay and Ochre, and I believe that is exploring Aboriginal cave art in Australia. And then at 4 o'clock on Friday, we go back to Webster Groves, in Webster Groves Revisited with Charles Kuralt. 7 months later, after 16 in Webster Groves, he goes back and revisits those kids now that they're 17 and seniors. So there you go. I'll have to write those in there today. Perhaps next week we will get back to regularly scheduled programming. I may go live at some point in the morning in my van along the road somewhere and call it an episode so that I can keep up my episode count. Friday morning I'll go live for a few minutes, call it episode 100 from my van, man, and I'll go ahead and dig up okay, what I need to do is I need to put my opening theme and closing theme on this hard drive so that I can play it on my television, right? I can play it on my television in the van at 5 in the morning, play my opening theme, and just point the camera at the TV. Once that's over, spin the camera around and say, hey, I'm live, right? That'd be cool. Yeah, baby. So, themes, morning show, videos. onto HD hard drive. Okay. Got a few things to do here, sitting here on the computer and in my office here before I go. A lot of fun, baby. Okay, I got this last bong in here. I think it's time to crank it out or crank it in. I was just thinking to myself right now that I'm gonna get this tape residue off my hard drive. That how people can get offended by what other people do, right? The world is constantly offensive to me, and I deal with it because it's the world, right? Pardon me. When people get offended by things that I do or say on my channel, that offends me because it's just easier to allow someone to be themselves and to not, comment on every little thing they do or judge everything or try to curate somebody else's world to fit your likes or dislikes, tastes and distastes or whatever. So I find that offensive, that somebody would get offended by me just being me, right? I love the fact that there are so many different people out there, and even people that offend me. Like I was talking about Roseanne Barr, right? Roseanne. She's offensive to me. I don't care much for her comedy, what she does, how she does it, what she says, how she says it, all of that. But I'm okay with that because what I do like about her is that she's unapologetically her. She does it. Somebody doesn't like it, so be it. She's not going to retract statements or apologize for being herself, right? And that is what I like about Roseanne. There are some people, celebrities, actors, actors who do a role so well that I'm like, oh God, I hate that person. But what I hate is the role. I hate the character. And if that actor can do that to me, then I can appreciate that actor more. But I get offended when people are like, oh man, how dare you be you? How dare you? It's like, fuck you. How dare you be you? How dare you talk like the way you talk and do what you and think the way you think? How dare you? It's like, you know what? Go about your business. Be you. I don't care if you're you. Be the best you that you want to be. Just give me the courtesy of allowing me to be me. That's it. That's it. That's all. Not a big deal. Not a big fucking deal. Right? Jordan. I gotta get some way to. I know it's they've got this new Facebook shit set up where you gotta really do all of your crap, right? But what I need to do is I need to do a post on Saturday that says, hey, we're going live. We're live right now, and I need to tag everybody. And be sure to share this with everybody because we're going live. And if I can swing it, I'm just going to set up my laptop, a camera, and a microphone and put it in a spot where I've got a good signal jumping off of my phone and let that happen, right? Just let it happen. There you go. And just see what happens. And just fucking see what happens. Put that microphone on omnidirectional and put the camera up and back, right? I'll have the laptop, the microphone, the camera set up somewhere. I'll take some duct tape and whatever and stick that camera somewhere and let her rip. Let her rip. I'd like to have the canopy with all of the stuff in the kitchen and everything in between a couple of camps, right? So it's safe, but out of the way, so I can have a camera up somewhere aiming out at the event. Which means I'll probably bring my tallest tripod and set it up somewhere and then just tape a USB camera to it and just let it go like that. And then maybe take the microphone and then tape the microphone down low on the tripod so that I can just park it somewhere out of the way and have the cables come down to the laptop, because I don't want to get really carried away. I could take this whole studio here, fold it all into itself and wheel it out to the van, put it in the van and strap it down, and then open it up and set it up in the van and be mobile. Too much work. And then I've got this whole thing set up in the van the whole time. Too much space taken up. So I'm going easy. Laptop, camera, microphone. That's it. That's all. And keep it simple. And I'll probably only use the laptop for, well, I don't know. I may only use it for the event. If I'm going to go live in the morning on my phones, it's not going to be for a long time because I'm going to want to save my data for the event so that I can just go live. And it's like, all right, I'm out of data. I need a part 2. Give me a hotspot, somebody, right? Hotspot me. Hotspot me. 5 minutes left and then I'm out of here. I am breakfast bound and then I'm getting dressed and going outside and get sweaty again. I need to get my cooler and an 8-track tape player and whatever else out there I find that's camping stuff that got put away. Get another load of stuff into the van and situated. Get my drums into the van and situated. I got a rug and a couple of pillows I need to get out of my car. I need to do some laundry today or this evening. I need to do a bunch of laundry. Make sure that I've got pillows and blankets and bedding and clothing. Get all of that done. There's a sleeping bag that I want to take so that I can stuff my cushions into it and keep them from skewing, right? So I'm going to try to do that. I have to have enough for my bed, and then I have to have enough for my friend's bed so that I can set it up, get it out in the tent, and then when he shows up, his place is ready. Hopefully he'll show up Friday evening, not too late, and we can hang out for a couple of hours before he takes his leave to his tent. And we're going to be glamping. We're going to be doing some serious glamping. I'm going to bring a lot of cool stuff, and we're going to have like the ultimate hangout. We'll set up a living room area with chairs and tables and fire and a TV and a stereo under the tree where we can just, in fact, under the tree I'll probably hang the TV and then run a cable over to my van via the tops of the canopies. So really I need to bring an extension cord. I need to bring a long extension cord. I've got one under my studio here, and I may, because I've got to take my laptop and take its power cable, its power source, I will probably get behind my console here and take my long extension cord that I use to plug this whole unit in. Take that with me. So let me at least get some kind of extension cord. I do have a short one that's got 3 outlets on it. But I need a long one that I can plug that into from my van so that I can have a camp that's pretty big. Alright, we're going to do one last bong hit because I can, and then we're going to go. Alright. This has been great. This has been great. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Whoever's there, whoever's been there, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. It's been great. I know sometimes people are like, oh man, I gotta fucking go. I got shit to do. I can't sit here and do this shit. Oh my god, I'm out of weed. I don't want to watch him smoke. I'm gone. He's not as funny when I'm not smoking. Right? Totally, man. Totally. Alright, people. I gotta go. I totally gotta go. Y'all know what to do. Be kind to each other. Spread peace and love, not bullshit. Right? Right? Do something for yourselves, but do something for somebody else too. Why? Because it makes you feel good. Makes the world a better place. Makes you a better person. Makes people happy. Creates this overall sense of positivity in the world, you know. Most especially stay weird, because if you ain't weird, ain't nobody gonna be weird for you. You gotta be weird. You gotta put in the time. You gotta put in the effort, right? You know what's weird? Being nice just for no random reason. Doing something for somebody and not asking for anything in return. I remember when it was always like that. Kind of. Alright, people, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I will see you tomorrow morning. Until then, adios.